Yo, what is going on, guys? Hutcho322 here, back again, and fans and coaches of the ASL. We do have week 13 of ASL season 2. One moment. Sorry about that. I am very sick, and I might take a couple pauses so you guys don't have to hear me cough, because it's not pleasant, I'll tell you that. But anyways, guys, like I said, this is the last week of the ASL. It'll be determining who makes the playoffs and who is just shy of making the playoffs. At the end of the video, I will show you how the playoff bracket is set up, and I added a little thing where it like recaps what happened in the week. Instead, I have what's coming up next week, like the matches that will be played. And of course, I will have constellation bracket coverage and what's it called, the actual thing coverage. And I should have an awards video coming up soon. It'll probably be this next week, but anyways, let's get into it. As you can see, we have a lot of weekly heroes. We have Mega Charizard X, we have Mew, we have Shaman, Slow King, Vivian. I could have put even more, but the list was huge. So much Mons put in a lot of work. And as you guys may know, last week is meme week. So we're gonna see just how that puts into effect. But there was a 5-0, 4-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 3-0, 1-0. And this upcoming match is going to be the Arcane Arcanines taking on the Las Vegas Gardevoir. Altaria had to win this match to have a chance at playoffs, and he won 5-0, which is very important because now this eliminates BP from playoff contention, because if BP wins 6-0, he would have a +4 differential. So Altaria would have the tiebreaker. So BP is eliminated, and it's up to Laurie and Altaria, well, Butters. And yeah, as you can see, Megazard's gonna scoop up 5 kills, and we're gonna go ahead and hop right into this match. As Thunderous, Therian, Flagon lead is gonna go for the Toxic, maybe predicting a switch into Thunderous of its own. But Tapu Bulu is gonna come right out, and Sludge Wave it up. I don't know if Altaria didn't think that this thing got Sludge Wave, or he just didn't really expect it to be there. But anyways, HP Ice comes in, revenges. And honestly, that was a big thing stopping Charizard from sweeping, because it always has the Thunder Wave potential with the Prankster, so it's always going to get the priority. But out comes Zard. I don't think it sets up yet, but it will set up soon. And also, the what's it called, off-season project is going to be starting up soon. It's going to start around the same week as the championship, and we'll have draft coverage on that too. So Togetic is going to Toxic the Milotic, so good for Gustavo, as he's going to make a play into Florges. Pretty solid play on Gustavo's part, but this really just gets Ian back into his Charizard, and Moonblast is going to do a lot. It's going to do a lot, but I don't agree with this play. I definitely think Florges should have stayed in, because now Altaria just wins. Zard just sweeps everything. Like, you could say Roost was a bad play, like trying to inflict damage, but it wouldn't have mattered. Honestly, should have stayed in with Florges. That was the play. If Florges goes down, oh well. You can go revenge with like Tarak or something. But yeah, that's gonna be all she wrote for the Las Vegas Gardevoir. So they're gonna end their season 2-11 with a -36 differential, which they came in 13th in the league and will be playing the number 8 seed in the constellation bracket. And we will have to wait for the next game to see how that goes, to determine if Altaria is playing as a number 7 seed in the constellation, or he's a number 6 seed. So we're gonna hop right into that right now. So, as you can see, BP and the Hampshire Hoopas did win. Oh, and Megazard was one of the weekly heroes, and so is Shaman. Shaman did really well in this match. So did Golurk. Like, to be honest, I think this match was the best that BP has played all year. You're going to see in a moment, like, I don't think there was a single play that BP did not make. That he didn't, like, if he didn't have to make a play, of course he wouldn't make it. So BP played phenomenally this match, and unfortunately didn't make playoffs. Even if it was a 6-0, wouldn't have made playoffs. But I believe is going to fall as the number 7 seed, and Laurie and the Netherlandians are going to be the number 8 seeded, 7 and 6 as they are eliminated from playoff contention. So we're going to hop right into this match, as it's going to be a Rosa Reed Tapu Fini lead. Tapu Fini's got to get the heck out of here. Out comes the Sand Slash, so unfortunately Leech Seed missed right off the bat. I don't think it really would have mattered. High School Crash comes in. I mean, it's 12%, but it's like, nah. So Golurk is going to go ahead and take the Volt Switch, and Golurk can, let's go ahead and fire off a Stone Edge. Great play on BP's part. Like I said, I'm going to be saying that a lot this match. And looks to be, oh yeah, tries to go for the Earth Power, predicting the Emboar. Then makes a great play. Stays and goes for the HP Ice, which is the Life Orb offensive Shaman, which if it's defensive doesn't kill. So great prep on BP's part to make that thing offensive. I like the Wish Salamence. I actually knew the Salamence had Wish because I used it in GSL Season 3. And I actually figured out it had Wish. Because it was the only Wish mod on my team, which is kind of crazy. So Magearna is probably going to go for the HP Ground, predicting Darm maybe, but Golurk is going to end Rosareed's life with a EQ, and Crook wants to come out, but Crook can't honestly do anything to a Tapu Fini. I mean, it can knock off the leftovers, but that's really it. Like, I would like Tapu Fini more, and it wouldn't be so passive to me if it got like recovery. I mean, that would make it more passive, but like, it could at least like not have to worry about knockoffs, like losing its only form of recovery. I guess it gets Aqua Ring, maybe. Like, U-Turn is going to come in. Darmanitan is going to go for the substitute, trying to force a switch. Laurie is playing none of those games, goes for the HP Ground, and Fire Punch is going to rock Magearna's world. Out comes Crook, and it's apparently Scarf Crocodile, since Darmanitan's base 95, Crook's base 92. I'm assuming that was max speed Darmanitan. Golurk is going to go over the Dynamic Punch. Pretty safe play. Emboar is going to come in. I don't think it kills, but BP is going to go ahead and sack off the Jirachi, since it really doesn't do anything. Doesn't beat Emboar and doesn't beat Crook. So it's dead weight on the team. And really, Shaman is just going to end this game. It's not a Scarf Emboar. And Crocodile is going to come in here. Land the Sleet Flare. Oh, I landed it. Shout out to you if you get that reference. So that is going to be the game. The Hampshire Hoopas are going to take a 4-0 victory, knocking the Netherlandians out of the playoffs. And they, I believe, are the 7th seed, and the Netherlandians are the 8th seed. And that means the Arcane Arcanines are the 6th seed in the playoffs. You guys will see the playoff bracket. I'm just going off the top of my head. So anyways, here is the next match, which is Meet Your Mantine taking on the Winters Weavils. Basically, implications for this match: the winner has the best shot of making the 2nd seed, but also Mylan still had a shot. So yeah, it was 2-0 in the Meet Your Mantine favor. Vivian actually got 3 kills, which is actually kind of cool, because Vivian is a Pokemon not often looked at too highly of, but you're gonna see just how clutch this thing comes. So it's crazy to think that Vish was like 7-1 at one point. Now he's like 8-5. It's crazy. Anyways, Muck is gonna have the jump and basically just kills Gengar on the first couple of turns of the match. And Gengar is gonna do what it can and goes to the Will-O-Wisp just to live that. And then Muck doesn't want to take any damage and could just go for the Shadow Sneak. So that's going to be Gengar down on the 3rd turn of the match, which really threatens things like Uxie, Latias, and even Manaphy. So a Dragon Dance is going to come in here, and Devastating Drake. Vish is not playing any games, wants this Beware gone, since it really helps his Excadrill take on things better. Like, for example, the Latias due to Mold Breaker. As this is going to be an Assault Vest Blastoise, if I am correct. I see Dragon Tail and Mirror Coat. I'm assuming Assault Vest. So, Tabulele is going to be in here, which actually hasn't been used that crazily, or something like that. Cradily, I don't know. As of late. And Zygarde is going to sit here in front of the Muck, which is pretty fair. Zygarde doesn't want to stay in. So Draco Meteor, it was a pretty free swap to Tapu Lele, but TG honestly is the best swap in the game to Tapu Lele. It's Assault Vest, Alolan Muck. Like, that thing is ridiculous for taking on Tapus. And that's why Vish has the Nature's Madness. But that knockoff is going to do some absolute work. Get rid of the lefties. Probably predicting something for it to switch out, because knockoff is a really sick play when someone's switching out. Unless you see a Swords of Justice. Then you got to be a little weary. But, this Assault Vest Blastoise is really taking this thing on. As you can see, it does 24%. Does 49 back with the Mirror Coat. I believe TG Tail Glows here predicting another Mirror Coat. Oh no, just go straight up for the Scald. Which with the burn, well, it's a burn orb, so it's a Quick Feet, which is actually kind of cool. So this Jolteon is outspeeding all Scarfers, so it's guaranteed the fastest thing on the field. So it's nice. And then the Baton Pass is coming off, so it looks like more of a support Jolteon. So out comes Excadrill. And remember, Earthquake allows this thing to hit the Latios. And Wish is going to come up. It was basically a wasted turn on the Wish because the Healing Wish is going to come in. But the Healing Wish was smarter. TG was lucky he lived that, so he could get it into Manaphy and then kill the Excadrill. But Jolteon's going to come in here. Manaphy takes it like a champion from the Wakan Berry. Personally, I think TG should have gone Uxie on that, because Manaphy won the game, but TG's gonna get so unfortunately hacked. Gets the para 10% para on the Thunder, or on the Thunderbolt, and then gets para'd. Rough. So out comes Vivian, and here we go, boys. Quiver Dance. As this thing goes for the Moonblast, is 53%. Vivian can now quiver, but does not want to risk the Psyshock. And out comes Blastoise. Gonna go for the Sleep Powder. Does indeed land it. And can go ahead and go for another Bug Buzz, I do believe. Since oh no, goes for the Supersonic Sky Strike from the Hurricane. And Vivian doing the unthinkable. Goes for the Hurricane and lands due to the Compound Eyes. And that is a 3-0 sweep for the Vivian. Well, 3-kill sweep. And the Meteor Mantine are going to take a victory over the Winter's Weavils, and we will find out later in the video where they stand. I believe the Winter's Weavils were the 5th seed. I think they're the 5th seed, if I'm right. Alright, moving on to the 4th game is the Phoenix Flagons taking on the Portland Timbers. Like, you may not have seen a lot of memes yet, but oh, Keister pack, full memes. I tried to pack a little bit. I had Rock Polish Registeel with enough speed to outspeed Infernape, but you'll see how that goes. Like I said, there's been so much good Pokemon. Like, I could have put Victini up there, but it's already been used. Nidoqueen, no, because it died. But anyways, let's hop right into the match. And I had to bring Swellow and I had to bring Druddigon since I didn't bring them at all this season. They were trades that I acquired. So Regirock is going to go for the Stealth Rock. Out comes Tangrowth as I Hydro Pump that thing. And I gotta go into DJ Delta, take a knockoff, which I don't like. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Air Slash. Just see what's up. And go for the Boom Burst, do a solid 18%. He's gonna go for the counter, probably predicting a, I don't know, like a U-turn maybe? That would make sense. But Nidoqueen is gonna come in here and really just does work to this thing. Gonna go to Ditto. Don't know what he was predicting there. Maybe wanted to predict the Sludge Wave. That I would predict him to go into Tangrowth to take the Earth Power. Ruff is going to take the Fire Blast. I was very scared because if he has HP Ice, he'd take me out. I go for the Glare. He misses the Fire Blast, unfortunately, which is actually kind of hilarious. Not that he missed, but that paralyzed Infernape still outspeeds Slow Druddigon. I got my rocks up. It goes for the knockoff. That looks like a very, very, very high physical attack Raichu. And kills me. So I go for the Sludge Wave. I make the wrong prediction. I thought Tangrowth was coming, I'll be honest. And I gotta take 2 knockoffs. Not too happy. But I get rid of that. Clefable. Yo, he tries to bluff the Scarf to get me to switch, and then goes for the belly drum. Oh my god. Yo, if I switched. Oh, Keister, that was probably one of the best memes I've seen of the week. Probably. So Nidoqueen is going to pick up its 3rd kill of the match. And then Tangrowth gets to come out, take the Sludge Wave, and then kill me. And I'm going to bring something that I haven't brought all season. I'm so glad it worked because he switched. Going to go for the Flame Charge on the Victini. Flame Charge Victini is actually really good, and I never used it, so I really wanted to try it out in this game. You're going to see how good this works. I'm going to go for the V-Create Bodied. I know Ape isn't Scarf because Nasty Bot's going to come in. I do have the +1 speed, so I know I will outspeed it. Plus, he's paralyzed. I just go for the Psychic since I am Mixed Teeny. And that is going to be the game. I want to point out this is the first time that I've ever beaten Keister in any match ever. Unless we played like a random battle at some point or something. But like, I've never beat him in League. Never. So, I was pretty happy to win. Even though he brought memes like Belly Drum Clefable, which is actually pretty hilarious. But yeah, that's going to be the game. The Portland Timbers are going to be going to win 3-0. Finish 6 and 7. And the Phoenix Flygons are going to finish 5 and 8. I believe I'm 9th, and I believe Keister's 11th. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But next, we're going to hop into this match. The Entomologic taking on the St. Louis Swablues. Now, Static realistically has too low of a differential to get the second round bye, or the first round bye, which he didn't yet. I believe he was a 4 seed, yes. As he picks up a 4-0 victory over the St. Louis Swablues, which the St. Louis Swablues are now a 12 seed after going 4 and 9. And we're going to see just how this match goes. As you can see, Static only got 4 kills, but still won the match because Malone is a suicide trainer. I don't know. Like, he wants his Pokemon to suicide or something. I don't know. So, this thing's got a baton pass into the Feraligatr. And Shadowbone is going to come in. And Feraligatr is actually decently bulky on the physical side. Takes it. This thing is really scary, but, like, there's an Alomomola sitting in front of you. So, it's like, what you gonna do? So, Aloe just went for the Wish. So, if Malone would have double SD'd, he could have maybe killed this thing. Malone's going to get rid of his flying typing on this thing. And can take that Ice Beam. Plus, Alomomola is super set up fodder and is really passive. But it's so hard to take down unless you set up. Sorry, I had to cough again. So, Static can really just sit here all day with his Alomomola. And his team, like, how he's used it this season is not how I thought he'd use it. Like, I really thought Mega Altaria would be the star of his team. But really, it's been Alolan Marowak. But, yeah. The Alomomola is going to come in here, which is a great swap into Piloswine. Because he gets access to Knock Off and Scald, which Piloswine hates. And Megalopunny gets to come in here, and Landorus is a decent swap. And I'm sure Malone has the Ice Punch, but it's going to be an Intimidate on there. So HJK is going to come in, do absolutely nothing. Landorus goes for the Fly, doesn't even have the power. Static does not care. Goes for the 36% on it. Has to go into Aloe. Aloe's a free swap. And I don't know what Malone was predicting there, but I really think Raikou had to be brought this week because Alomomola just gets absolutely shredded. I'm sure Raikou can actually one-shot it with a Thunderbolt, an invested Thunderbolt. But, I mean, it's meme week, so why not? I think this battle is actually pretty long, but whatever. Static is going to basically just get the Wish Pass all he wants into his Alolan Marowak. And Aloe can sit here in front of this Cresselia, but goes out into the Landorus Therian. Thunder Wave is going to come off from the Cresselia. So good play on Static's part. I'm not sure if that was what he was predicting, but Static goes for the Rock Polish. So Landers is gonna outspeed everything. I don't know why Malone switched. That was not the play. The play was to stay in and like do damage, so you can come in and, you know, do something with your Pylo. Goes into Megalop, which I don't understand. Like, Pylo's sitting right there. I guess Malone wanted to burn a Z move, possibly, which he got that. But like, you had Ice Shard on Pylo. Like, not sure I understand that. But Malone is basically just gonna kind of just giving up on the match at this point. Like, there's no way he can beat Alamomola. Like, he lost to Alamomola from Team Preview because he didn't bring Raikou. So, it's unfortunate to lose turn 0, but preparation, man. So, Pylo's going to go for the Earthquake on Scizor. And this Wish Pass is just destroying Malone right now. And Cresselia is going to go for the Thunder Wave to try and neutralize the Scizor. As U-turn does 49%. It does so much. And Cresselia is going to be hurt by the poison, as obviously that's what Toxic does. Shadow Bone is going to make it so Cresselia cannot sit in this Alolan Marowak's face. He's going to go for the Reflect, put it all on Togekiss's back, and Togekiss is only going to scoop up 1 kill in this match, as you can see. It's going to kill this thing. Dazzling Gleam does so much. It does 52, because Alamomola does like, it has like 45 special defense. So Static's really just like shifting around, seeing what is on this Togekiss. He knows that it's Ruse, Dazzling Gleam, and Fire Blast. So he probably can guess that it's not a setup variant, because he would need Air Slash to touch the Alolan Marowak. I don't know why he risked it there. I don't understand. I guess maybe predicting an Ice Beam. But anyways, he could have killed it. But here comes the Smeargle to get the final Gambit. And that's all she wrote for this one. The Inner Milotic are going to win 4-0. And yeah. Let's hop into the next one. One moment. Sorry about that. So, we have next up the Elm Street Parasects taking on the Amsterdam Alakazams. And this, ladies and gentlemen, shows us that Mylan did get the first round bye, so congratulations, Mylan, on that. TG got the 3 seed. Static got the 4 seed. Bish got the 5 seed. Altaria got the 6 seed. And yeah. Again, we'll see it all at the end. So, it was a 3-0 victory in the Amsterdam Alakazams, which they really dominated this match, which they beat Anderson because they set up in his face a lot. And that's really what won them this match. You're going to see, as they had both Mew and Slowking that both set up and just destroyed Anderson. So, Anderson is going to make a very risky prediction and go for the Volt Switch on the Blizzard, because didn't want to go to Zapdos on that one. So Weavile's gonna get rid of what's it called? Hydreigon. Turn 3. Don't think the crit mattered, because he could have Icicle Crashed the next turn, because he had the, what's it called? Speed Drop. So Deontay isn't going to Mega yet. Does want to keep that bulk that it has. It's going to be, oh my lord, it's going to be a Weakness Policy Slowking. It's going to go for the Psychic, does 28, does nothing to answer him. But the only Electric type move that this thing has is Volt Switch, so it has to rely on that, and Slack Off can just heal it all back up. And it's Calm Mind Weakness Policy. Like, Mylan, chill. But he definitely did what he had to get this 2nd seed, as it's going to crit. Uniclus was pissed off about the crit from last week, and he's going to crit Slowking. And Slowking's going to make a prediction and a half, go for the Flamethrower on the incoming Weavile. And Dodrio is going to come in well. is going to come in and threaten that thing out because it's a threat. So it looks like to be Screen's Deontay, but it's actually Mega Deontay. He just wants to keep the defenses for now, which is smart. Diancie is one of the things that you can do that with. And Abomasnow is going to go with the Shadow Ball, predicting this Reuniclus, really just pressuring it. Not enough to the point where Reuniclus can't recover on it. So Mylan is switched to, or forced to switch out. And Psychic is going to come in, do a solid 40%. And now Mega Deontay wants to just Mega. It was a crit. I think it might have mattered. I don't know why it Mega just to set that up. I would have waited to Mega because then you have a better shot at taking it. But if it wasn't a roll either way, then oh well. But Slowking is going to slack off, and this Zapdos is not the answer. You got to U-turn on out of there. It's not going to help you. As you can see, U-turn's doing as much as Thunderbolt at this point, which is not good. I mean, it's a freaking Zapdos. Volt Switch is going to do a big 14%. Zapdos has to come in, and really, Anderson just has to find the gateway into Dodrio. But, he's got to sack Lantern in the process. Tries to get the cheeky freeze, but is going to go with the Scald, trying to get the burn. And does actually get it, which is gonna hinder the Slowking a little bit, but it does have slack off. So it's gonna go for the Supersonic Sky Strike on the Brave Bird. Does just enough to put it in range for anything to kill, except for Zapdos, I think. But Knockoff or Earthquake either would kill. Donphan just goes for the Earthquake. Mylan definitely predicted the Knockoff there, going into the Cobalion. That is not the case. Anderson just goes for the Earthquake, goes for it again, and knocks out the Cobalion, which Cobalion didn't do anything anyways. So, as you can see, nasty plot Mew. Slowking already put in tons of work, and Mew just wins. That's going to be the game, and the Elm Street Parasects are still going to be the #1 seed. They clinched the #1 seed last week, but the Amsterdam Alakazams are going to move into the first round bye, as Mew's going to show off the Shattered Psyche. And wow, Mylan has played amazingly. Like, he was 0-3 to start the year, and now he's 9-4 ending the year. It's like the Miami Dolphins. They started 1-4, they ended 10-6. Just wow. Shout out to the Dolphins. So, that's going to be the game. The Amsterdam Alakazams are going to win a 3-0 over the Elm Street Parasects. And the last but not least, the last game is going to be the Kanto Embers taking on the Las Vegas Ludicolo's. It was a very close match. It was a 1-0 in the Ludicolo's favor. And Mr. Spider actually took over the team just because Spam, I think he was having issues with his computer, if I'm not mistaken. But again, we could have had Nihalago on here, but there's already 5. Like, if you could see the layout that I have on your screen right now, there are already 5 Pokemon there. It is full. It is a whole party on that screen. So, anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, so we're gonna hop right into the match. As Spider has never used this team before, first week in, but he's a great battler. He's from GSL. And has made playoffs before. So, Mamo is going to go for the double superpower. I would have gone for the Earthquake since Rocker's team literally gets shafted by Earthquake. Like, I don't know why Rocker didn't bring the best Mamo switch-ins, because I'm pretty sure Vaporeon gets 2 KO by Life Orb Mamo. So, I don't think he had the best Mamo switch-ins, to be fair, though. So, Mamo's going to come in here, take the U-turn, and in comes Girder. And Mamoswine basically dies to rocks. It doesn't, but it almost does. It's just Girder would get another switch in, so, like, Girder gets a kill, and actually can outstall this Skarmory, because it's SD Skarm, which I actually like. I would like it more if it's SD weak armor, because that's actually ridiculous to run. And Skarmory is going to set some rocks up. As Girder is done taking this Rocky helmet, wants to go for the knockoff, get rid of it. Goes for the Roost. And since the flying typing is gone, Dragon Punch is now super effective. So Skarmory's like, you know what? Iron Head. Let him kill me. Crit? Don't think it mattered. Unless the other rolls were like... I don't think it mattered, because the other rolls were like 42%. Or, I don't know. I don't remember. Now Heligo gets to come in, take the Mach Punch, and gonna be chilling. It's got a Beast Boost, but it's got to switch out into the Rocker Balboa. Nice nickname, nice nickname. And the Gyro Ball isn't going to do too much. Close Combat one-shots the Ferrothorn with a crit. I do actually think that mattered. But to be honest, Crabominable has like 132 physical attack, so it hits super hard. As Entei gets to come in and bulldoze. Oh my god. Sick. So, Jellison's gonna miss the Will-O-Wisp, which doesn't matter. You're gonna see. Nalago basically gets to go for a free Sludge Wave. And it doesn't do a whole ton to Vaporeon. Just because it's a Vaporeon. And Ludicolo is a free swap. It's gotta come out here. Why Rocker went for the Scald, I don't know. But if that's the only attacking move he had, I can understand. But if he had Ice Beam, that was definitely the play. So Ludicolo is going to go for the Hydro Pump. It's going to be Life Orb. It's going to take out the Tapu Koko. Entei gets to come in here and kill with a Sacred Fire. And I know this game has like 0 implications. But this is a roll, whether E-Speed kills. And so Entei is going to almost kill. Gets the I don't know what the roll was, but I know it was a roll. And Heligo's actually going to live. Get the Beast Boost. And actually kills this Thunderbolt now that it has a Beast Boost up. So that's going to be the game. The Las Vegas Ludicolos are going to win a 1-0 victory. And that is going to be week 13, the last week of the regular season. So now I'm going to show you guys the ASL doc. Alright, with me I have the doc chilling right here. As you can see, those are all the standings. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the playoff bracket. And as you can see, Intermilotic versus the Winter Sweet Owls. Street Parasect, so that's that. Amsterdam Alakazams, Mewtwo Mantine, Arcane Arcanines. And down here we have the Hampshire Hoopas, Kanto Embers, Las Vegas Ludicolos, Phoenix Flygons, Netherlandians, Las Vegas Gardevoir, Portland Timbers, St. Louis Swallows. So yeah, that's just a little glimpse in what's going to be next week. And I also have this tab to show you all the matches that are going to be happening next week. Shows you the seeds and everything. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Feel free to pause on here if you wanted to know what's there. Definitely subscribe, leave a like down below so you guys know when we upload our next videos. During these playoff weeks, it's going to be busy. We're going to have award videos. I might, me and Malone might do a live commentary of the championship possibly. And yeah, again, subscribe down below. And there will probably be replays down in the description. I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this week of the ASL Season 2. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.